many people have used Shazam? Show of hands. I might have missed a few of you, Shazam team, but almost everybody. How many of you have Shazammed your TV? Okay, more like 10%. So let's go there. First, let's talk about the evolution of the living room. We've gone from one. Sorry, get this going. We've gone from one not smart screen to multiple not smart screens to today having multiple smart screens. And I think we can all agree for sure that the trend will be these screens are only going to get smarter, more powerful, and more connected. And for app developers like us, that is very, very exciting. The second thing we believe is that people are multitasking. So people are using multiple screens at the same time. Almost everyone is using their smart device when they're watching TV. Many times what they're doing on the smart device is not connected with what's on the TV, but many times it is. And we believe that this device that has your messages and has your calendar and your photos and your music, you are going to want to connect it to the other screens and to the TV. And you're going to want to find out more about the products you see, content about the shows you see, etc. And the third thing we believe is that while many shows and networks and brands will have standalone apps, the reality is most people use less than 20 apps. And Shazam's very fortunate to be one of those 20 apps. And so we think that the majority of media engagement will go through the major scaled app platforms, the Googles, Facebooks, Twitters, and we think Shazam is on that list. Not saying the standalone apps won't be successful and won't be big, but we think the majority of engagement will come through the big platforms. And this is where Shazam comes in. Shazam is an app which, through a single button, connects you to whatever media is around you. When you Shazam something, we search 30 million songs, 160 US TV channels, every national ad in the US, and in 5 seconds or less, return a content result to you. So our goal is to be the easiest way for you to engage with media that's around you, and for people to be Shazamming everything. So people Shazam music, obviously, and I'll show you how much in a second. TV, online video. We're working on retail environments and live venues. We really want to be the way people connect to the media around them. And we're doing this at huge scale. We've been used on over 400 million devices. We had 13 million new users each month. People are Shazamming over 17 million times per day. And we had 88 million active users last month, which makes us one of the 20 most popular apps in the world. And you can see that. And we think that's what lets us be a platform. And that's what lets us partner with content companies and carriers and others and connect users with content in a one-button fashion. And here's the number of Shazams happening. Every Shazam is a form of media engagement. It's someone taking out their phone, pushing a button, and saying, I want to know more about that. And you can see from this graph, which starts in 2002, Shazam was mobile before mobile was cool. It took 10 years to do the first billion Shazams. Now we do a billion Shazams every 60 days. And as you can see from the slope of the chart, it continues to go down. So we're doing over 500 million Shazams each month, all a form of media engagement. And let me tell you about 2 recent product launches we made, and then I'll talk about TV. The first we announced yesterday, and this is a redesign of the core Shazam result. And this is part of our evolution from a utility that tells you the name of a song you don't know the name of, to a dynamic content platform that when you Shazam something comes back with a very rich, very engaging content experience, so that Shazamming something is the start of an experience with that media, not the end of one. And so this launched on iOS yesterday. It'll be on Android next week, and we're very, very excited to be offering this new content platform. The second thing is auto Shazamming. So we launched this just before the holidays. One of the things we believe is as these devices get smarter, one of the ways they get smarter is that we won't have to tell them what to do. They'll be in an always-on state. And so we decided to be a first mover here and go for it and make it where when you flip a switch, Shazam just stays on in the background, continuously recognizing the media around you and creating a playlist for your day or whatever part of it you want it to. We've done millions of hours of auto Shazamming already. Almost 40% of it is on the TV, which definitely exceeded our expectations in terms of how much Shazamming was happening with TV. But a very exciting technical development for us, and a way we think we can be a first mover in these devices getting smarter and smarter. We also were awarded, we were named the 19th most innovative company in the world based on that by Fast Company last month, which we were excited about. Okay, now let's talk about TV. I mentioned in the US we are live ingesting 160 TV channels and every national ad. So you can Shazam basically anything on US TV and we will recognize it and return a result. We also partner with networks and producers and advertisers to do things before the show, so making their promo ads more powerful, helping them drive tune-in and ratings by reaching out to our massive user base and notifying them of shows. During the show, we can provide more content and ways for people to participate, and I'll show you a couple examples. And then after the show, we are gathering very, very rich data insights. We know where people Shazammed, what show they were watching, and a lot of really interesting things in the world of TV. This is literally someone took out their phone and pushed a button to engage with your show. So a quick example of work with Fox on Sleepy Hollow. If you think about a promo spot, being able to Shazam it, add it to your calendar, set a reminder so that when that show comes on, you'll know about it. We think adds a lot of functionality to a spot like that. One of the ways you could vote on X Factor this year, you Shazammed, you got a ballot, and people did a lot of voting that way. And let me just show you a quick highlight reel of some of the other stuff we did in TV last year.
Want more access to the show tonight while watching at home? Use your Shazam app.
Shazam!
And get access to exclusives from some of the nominees and performers you're seeing here tonight.
Serenity can be a curse, Logan. I can make you more.
Shazam, you all know it. You hit it, you hold it up in a bar or restiurant, it tells you what song's playing.
I'm
Isn't it great?
Shazam tonight's performance from John Mayer to get a free live track of his song Wildfire.
You still have time to get hooked on TV's craziest, mercilessly fun new show.
If you want to know what piece of music is playing, you pick up your phone, you listen, you press the app for Shazam, and it tells you.
Apps for 1,000.
This service, used to identify a song, has been around since 2002 and is also used as a verb meaning to identify a song. Matt.
What is Shazam?
Shazam. Yes.
And by the way, if you go to Shazam, you can get a free download that will take you behind the scenes of the new Timber video. And now performing that song is his special guest, Kesha. It's about to go down with the man himself. Let me hear it for Pitbull.
This is my favorite song, by the way. Can someone Shazam it?
Your bravery will not ease your pain.
Be able to name that song.
I like it. I also like that little app Shazam. Have you had that on your phone?
Love Shazam.
That's one of my favorite apps on my phone now.
I'll do that.
Where's your MX? Where's your human?
Leave me in! Move!
I thought Dolly would announce the finalists today.
Hit that button again.
I've been refreshed like 10 times.
Hit it like
Making her very first AMA appearance, here is Ariana Grande.
All right, so that gives you a little sampling of some of the things that we did just last year on TV. And this year we started the year off strong with the Grammys, where we had 1.1 million Shazams of the Grammys broadcast, which was our all-time record for an event, up 70% year over year. And then we followed that up with 700,000 Shazams at the Super Bowl, which was another record for us there. So continuing to drive meaningful engagement. And when I talk about big apps, we're talking about getting hundreds of thousands or millions of people to engage with a broadcast is quite powerful. So let me now talk about advertising. We work with advertisers. We run over 400 campaigns to Shazam enable their ads. And the advertiser puts a Shazam call to action on the spot. The user then can Shazam it to get more content. And the concept is turn 30 seconds of engagement into several minutes. Make your TV ad clickable. Let people go to the next level and receive more content. Let me show you a couple examples. So that's an ad for the Jaguar F-Series. That ad's run in, I think, 7 markets around the world. And when you Shazam it, just like you would Shazam a song, you get this result on your phone. And it lets you go inside the car and really check out the entire interior. It lets you see the exterior of the car. It lets you schedule a test drive. It gives you that whole next batch of content that you would want if that commercial caught your attention and you wanted to know more about the show.
Rated M for mature.
So this was Shazam 200,000 times in 2 weeks, promoting the Sony PlayStation game. So we've done a lot of work with Vodafone, and this is promoting their high-speed network, which had a fantastic number of Shazams. And then lastly, to show we don't just do rock and roll and alcohol and stuff, we also can do tears. Let's play that one. So we can hang on to another couple days of Olympic spirit. So last slide, we really think data is at the center of all this. If you think about the 200,000 devices that Shazam that Sony spot and our ability to know those 200,000 people were so interested in that ad, they took out their phones and pushed a button and said they wanted to learn more. Now we can keep messaging those users, both on Shazam and beyond, with device ID targeting. Same thing with the 1.1 million people who Shazam the Grammys. When that comes around next year, we know these are passionate music people. So we're sitting on an enormous set of data, and we're really excited to leverage that to make the consumer have an even better experience. So thank you very much.